And good morning. Welcome. It is the November 3rd edition of Morning Mindset. Welcome. I was about to say Wednesday. It's not, it's Friday. It's been a long week. It's been a long week for anybody else. But long but short, if that makes sense. Like, I can't believe it's already Friday and it's Friday. So welcome, Morning Mindset. Your first time here or long time here. Here's what we do. I know who you are. I need to know where you're from. I need to know what's in your cup, and I need to know what the weather's like in the area. It's like mid-50s here, overcast. I've got, what do I got here? Arctic vibe Celsius in here. And the other thing, most importantly, is 5 things. What are 5 things that you are going to accomplish today? So for us, we've got DTF that needs to go out. I've got a cut vinyl. So we've got regular vinyl and HTV vinyl. Same thing. Glitter vinyl and HTV vinyl, which these are transfers that people ordered. Just saying, we do that too. We got mock-ups because I've got multiple stores that need to get open next week, so we got to get mock-ups done for those. I've got a couple meetings scheduled today, and big thing, invoicing. I've got to get invoicing done. So those are our 5 things that we are doing today. What are your 5 things? On top of that, there's a lot more that needs to happen, but those are the main things. So we're going to check in. You're going to tell me your stuff. I'm going to tell you about yesterday and today and tomorrow and see what we got from there. So let's check in and see how everybody is doing this morning. T-Town, thanks for joining us. Morning from Toledo, Ohio. 46 out and be about 60-ish. Coffee in the cup. That sounds more normal this time of year. And if you did not know, I think we shared it in the group, and I'll make sure to share it again. T-Town is going to be on a podcast Sunday. So I've shared the link for that. So make sure to show them some support and go check that out this Sunday for you. Renee, greetings from 41 Chicagoland on the way to 57. Water in the bottle, coffee brewing. Very, very nice. Morning, Tim from Renee, and talking back and forth. We got Barb. Good morning. North Central Minnesota, 31, overcast, headed to the high of 30s. Ugh. Drinking salted caramel Java Monster. Water in the bottle. I don't think I've had that one. I need to check it out. And Renee and Tim, hello from Barb. Barb's 5 things. Finalize t-shirt quilt layout with a customer. Start on a content calendar layout. Work on website. Embroider a couple beanies. Close shop early to finish deer season prep. That's Fridays. Fridays are my day that I work more Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday, last night was a long one because, it was a 12 and then come back in. So maybe like 13 hours yesterday. But today, I've got an appointment at 10 and an appointment at 11. So I've got those 2. Then I'll be back in the office early afternoon, and that's probably when I'm going to get invoicing and stuff done this afternoon. And then it's work on mock-ups there. That's going to be my weekend of stuff, even though I'll probably veg out and watch some stuff on the telly this weekend. I will be sitting there with the laptop banging these out because then that just seems to be the best for me. And I want to play with the laser this weekend. So I can't play with the laser until I get these 3 stores done. That's my reward for getting it. So yeah. But Fridays I may potentially leave light, so I am able to do more scheduled things and like that. And what's up, Chuck? Good morning to you. Morning, all a brisk 60 there in Florida. Dr. Pepper this morning. Work cleaning up the shop today. Very nice. We'll see you next week, right? So in a week's time, we'll have the TRW takeover. Laura and myself will be taking over TRW from 10 to 2 on November 10th. There is a link sign up because there are door prizes. There are other things that are happening, but it's in-person event only. So I'm going to post that link in here just in case you're going to be in the Florida area or are in the Florida area, and then you can come check us out. So we'll post that in there, and then you can do it. Remember, if you want to see links, click on links, you need to be in the YouTube side of things. So make sure to head over to fatdadlive.com right there. Head over here. That'll get you into the YouTube side of things, and then we'll be able to see who you are, all of that fun morning stuff. All right, let's see where were we at? And Pilar checking in. Yeah, see, we were just talking about Pilar. Yeah, see, nice timing. No, not short at all. Coffee. Chilly now, but going to be close to 70 today. Working TRW, got to press Rhinestone jackets, film a TikTok, out early. So going on a 4-mile walk. I'm not walking 4 miles today. Not going to happen. T-Town's 5 things. Invoice an embroidery job I did yesterday. Get more hockey stuff in line to embroider. Got a doctor's appointment at 11:30. Order product for next week's jobs. And test things with the podcast. I'm excited for that. I can't wait to tune in. They're easy. It's just you and a camera and then somebody on the other side of the camera and, tons of people watching. It's not difficult at all. You'll be fine with it. And there's the form to go fill out for TRW. And T-Town, it is, Barb, it is in the business group. We have the link in there. I think that's where it's at. Or did I share it on my personal one? Either one will get it. T-Town, post it wherever you can so that way we can get in there for it. That's right. We would love to see lots of people in Florida next week. Lots and lots and lots. We want to see that. So we'll start pushing that out. So you'll see more of that. This month, you're going to see more of what our specials are because we have Black Friday specials. So I'm going to post those in here in case you missed it yesterday. Black Friday. So for the entire month of the what is that? November, right? Yeah. Jeez. Some days I don't know about myself. I really don't. But what am I going to do, right? So if you use the code BF25, if you use the code BF25, you're going to save 25% on all of our ready-to-press DTF transfers. So use that code BF25. You can find all of our transfers. We're going to go ahead and post that link in here too. You can find the link to all of our transfers at this one right here. And we got asked for yearly memberships. And so we're just releasing some of them. They're only going to be available in November. And with that, you're going to go there and find out, but you're going to save $250 off that. So you can sign up for a yearly, save $250 off that, and you'll be set ready to go. So there are all of those. Now, what else do we have going on? There's next Wednesday, I think is what it is. I'm going to look and see what it is. But if you're using Equid, they are doing a webinar I think it's next Wednesday. Let me see if I can find the correct information on that. And I'll make sure to post this over in the other group too. Equid. What is it? Is it here? I think this is it. Maybe not. Where's it at? Where's it at, buddy? So I can actually say what it is. But I think it's going to give you more of the ins and outs of what's up and what's upcoming with Equid. I'm just going to click the link and go see what it is. But that way I can get the date for it. It is going to be next Thursday, November 9th. And that looks like there's a couple different ones. There's a couple different times for it. So it's like 9 a.m., 11 a.m., and 1 p.m., I think is what our times is for it. But the key takeaways for it are going to be increasing your online presence with the Insta site. That's the site that you get started for free, 5 free products. And then you use the how to use link up to grow your sales on social media, stay in control of your stores as you grow using staff accounts. And then it has some sneak peek at time-saving new AI features and more. So that is the Equid Ignite Your Growth this season. So that webinar is next Thursday. So make sure to go sign up for that. And what else do we have in here? As I go through my notes there. Oh, Reggie Noms. I guess I should probably start talking about those since there is only a week left to get in nominations. If we get nominated, we get nominated. If we don't, we don't. But it's always fun to hear your name called. But those close next Thursday. So I got to make sure that I put that stuff on there and get that out there. But Reggie Noms are going to be next Thursday. So there's the link for the Equid webinar. Go ahead, right click, copy, paste, go to that. Here's the links for the Reggie Noms. We will talk more about those probably Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, because then the last day will be on Thursday for it. And, one of the other things, PayPal sent us a thing yesterday that said, hey, you can offer the buy now, pay later. So guess what? We now have that on the website too, the buy now, pay later option. So for those that want to go spend lots of money and buy now, pay later, feel free to go do it. Knock yourself out with it. All right. So I think that was like the big stuff that was there. This weekend is, what do we call it? What is it? Daylight savings time, right? But is there like, besides the, hey, now it's dark at noon type thing, but that's this weekend. So don't forget to turn your clocks back on Friday, or on Saturday, which means I will get so typically, if I go to bed 11, I'm up at like 3. So this time I will go to bed at 11 and I'll be up at 2. So awesome. I can't wait for that. What a great week before everything to get it. But that means I get like I feel it'll take me like a week to adjust, but it won't matter because then we'll be, out of town in a different time zone anyway. But that's always this one here, the fallback. So get that extra hour of sleep if you want it, knock yourself on that. Let's see what else. What was cool I got here? Thanks, Renee. I think it's helping the arthritis. That, or I'm just getting used to it. Already feeling the difference by starting to take care of me. Oh, you're walking? Yeah, good. Yeah, I'll stay fat. I'm cool with that. T-Town said, I'll also be on the Squad Creative podcast next Thursday night at 7 p.m. So this Sunday with my tent friends, and then next Thursday on the t-shirt side. Awesome. Post those links up. Way to go. 2 in 1 week. That's awesome. Thursday night, we'll just be getting, I cannot make any promises on Thursday night because we will be in Florida. So we get in Thursday morning, and then Friday will be TRW Takeover. Then we'll be on the West Coast, right, for Friday or for Saturday, Sunday. Monday we head to get on the boat. So as orders come in, as long as, let me look at the calendar and stuff, as long as we have the orders, as long as you have orders placed by like Sunday night, then on the 12th, we should be good. I'll be able to send those to have everything printed. Now, the 13th through the 17th, or that following week, they're probably not going to get processed till the 20th. We're running into some hiccups on the website. So orders the way that this is supposed to work is orders will come into the website, and then what they'll do is they will be automatically uploaded into the print queue. So we don't have to touch anything. So as long as you select print my artwork as is, as long as you've paid for your order, and whether you uploaded it or the builder, then it would go right in the print queue. So then in the morning, all it has to do is go in there, open it up. All the jobs have come in and loaded up for it. And as jobs come in, it gets added to the print queue. So it makes it really nice. Pretty automatic. The thing with this is while we have overflow, while we have other partners that we're working with, we are able to then just, boom, here, turn this on, go in here, and you can pull from here and print jobs. So it makes it, very automated for us to do. It's not working. Orders are coming in, but they're not transferring over. So we don't know if it's something in the Shopify app that's not letting it come over. We don't know if it's something in the Zap that's not working. There's some hiccups in it. And it's because we've got a few different ones there. We're trying to get it worked out. If it's not worked out by Tuesday, Wednesday is probably my hard cutoff. If it's not worked out by Wednesday, then everything that will be ordered while we're gone will get started on when we get back, because I don't want to take that chance of saying, yeah, this is going to work, and then somebody places an order and they don't get it, and it's scary. So I don't want anything to do with that. So that's what we're going to go on. We'll keep you updated on it. We're going to keep pushing through this and going to it. T-Town said, year ago today, I got my M1. Did just pick up my Tumblr order to engrave on. It was the same ones I did last year for a cheer group. Awesome. What came across mine today? I think it was like 3 years ago, printing out Christmas stuff, the patterned HTV adhesive HTV. We were printing out those Buffalo Plaid and our thank you stickers. So I should probably print some of those out today and show that off. You lost sound? Ooh, no sound? Can you hear me? Yes? No? Let me know. Everything, let me see. Let me check and see if we have sound here. Is that still going? That's still going. Where's the settings? Yeah, all that is still working. Okay, you can hear me. One can hear me. T-Down, how about you just turn it up and then you'll be able to hear me. No, that was me. Okay, good. Perfect. George, good morning to you. So as we get closer to this fun week next week, as like I said, we will be out of town Thursday. I need to look at a real calendar. So we're headed out on the 9th, and we won't be back in the office until the 20th. But the 9th and 10th, technically we'll still be able to work because we're going to have access to stuff. We're doing the TRW Takeover on the 10th. And then through that weekend, we can have everything set up. So, 13th through the 17th, I'm making sure everybody knows. You're going to see stuff on the website. You're going to see stuff on the Facebook group. You're going to see stuff everywhere that orders during that time will be processed after that. So I don't want anybody to get like, oh no, I had this rush job. I'll make sure no rush jobs are available. Nothing's here because, typically we're 3 to 5 business days on it. So this one might be a 5 to 7. So if somebody orders something on the 20th or on the 13th, it's not going to go out to the 20th. And then that following week is Thanksgiving. So think about that as well, because, you got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't know if we will, on Thursday, Friday, probably, Thursday for sure. Thanksgiving, Friday, I guess that's the thing. What are you doing for Thanksgiving weekend? That holiday? Are you typically, closed on Thanksgiving, closed on Friday? And then, do you take in the 4-day weekend? Are you open the whole time? I know it varies based on whether, you have a retail location or, you're online or your contract or, how it is. But what are you doing on that? What are you doing on that for that? Does that make sense? What are you doing for the holiday? I need to ask that question in the group so we can get there for it. Nope, you can hear you. Thanks, Sarah. Thanks for telling me you can hear me. Everybody, I'm not sure what happened. You just hit the button and went there. And look, Kelly jumped in. Who? Where? Which Kelly? Which Kelly? Which Kelly did I miss it? Can you do a setup video on the Shopify printer thing? All the programs needed. Here's the way that it's going to work is on the builder side of things, we're working with a separate app developer on that. On the processing side of things, we're working with a separate developer on that, because the end goal is to have everything come into one place, and then from there to be able to use Zapier to then send it to where it needs to go. So whether that's, say, we've got right now, we have 3 other printers that we're able to use for overflow. So when it comes into there, I can see what my thing looks like, and then I can send it to the other ones if I need to. So that's what we're trying to figure out is, one, make that a little more automated. So I can say, okay, this one is going to take care of all the rush jobs. Those are here. These ones are a little longer. How can we make this work? So once we do, maybe I'll be able to, but I'm working with, 1, 2, 3, 4 other people to try and make sure that this all cohesively works together. And the reason for this is what we're planning for is to be able to more automate our business, to do less and gain more. So when we have other people print for us, we may not make as much, but then we also don't have the time invested in it. So we are then able to, hey, we couldn't take this job because we're at capacity, but we're able to have one of our print partners print for us, and now, hey, look, we got the job. We didn't make as much, but we didn't lose the job either. So that's the goal for it, with the full intention of being automated, so we can take time off and not have to worry about that. Because like on our side, of everything that we do in house, we also have partners that do those things as well, because sometimes we just don't have the capacity to do it. We don't have the time to do it. It's like, hey, we'll run into that during banner season where it's like, hey, we're going. And I can reach out to a couple other ones and be like, hey, how's your schedule look? Are you able to fit some stuff in? This is what I'm looking at, and do it that way. If I want to travel next summer and take the kids and see the country, then guess what happens? We need to figure out a way to do this, because I can't take printers with me. I could take the white toner with me. I could take a cutter with me, but that's just way too much vinyl to try and figure out. So that wouldn't come. So the only thing that really could go on a mobile setup would be the white toner. And since our biggest thing that we're pushing with those are temporary tattoos, yeah, I could order, a couple thousand sheets of temporary tattoo paper, have that, and we can print it and go. So as long as I have that, the Rolo, we're able to rock and roll out the door. So that's what we're trying to do. With this other setup too, is once we have that in place, then we're able to add a couple other things to our stuff. Cut sew. We're really working on that. I'm going to try and get down there before winter hits, because I don't want to, well, I guess when the weather changes, I can look and see, it's not a set in stone thing. Okay, no snow, great, drive. If it is snow, we're not driving. So we want to add cut and sew on those. So that's going to be for tops. So, cut, sew, jerseys, things like that. We're working on that deal. So it is going to see how we can do it and go from there. Beth, good morning to you. 41 degrees there. Water in the cup, 5 things thrown out the window. Have to fly by the seat of my pants today. Well, you still, 5 things. Figure out 5 things that that you need to do. Because even when I'm flying by the seat of my pants, I need to make sure that that's taken care of for there. T-Town says, does anyone use someone for video editing? this is my biggest thing. The flat glass job I did took some drone footage and tinning pics inside as we worked, but don't have time to edit. And he's following that up with, was looking at Fiverr, but don't know what I'm looking at and don't know who to pick to do it. Man, I am trying to figure that out myself. That's the biggest thing that is holding me up from doing produced videos is the whole editing side of it. And I know, you can do it all yourself, but at that same time, that takes time to do, right? Like editing takes that, like content creation takes time to do. Not so much to film on that, but you're filming for, 2 hours to produce what, 10 minutes of work. So it's how can you show that through there? And I know there are some decent ones on YouTube, the other on Fiverr. The other thing is, you're going to spend, what I've seen some decent ones as low as $50, but upwards, of $100, $500. So is that worth it to get it out there? A lot of times garbage in, garbage out. How well did it film? What are they doing on that back end? Are they adding lasers and explosions or what? So there needs to be a little, maybe this is what we need to figure out. We need to figure this out because I need to get better. That's 2024. That's what we're going to do. And I know a lot of people are using, the Apple products for everything and doing, what is it? Or not Apple, InShot. They're using InShot for a lot of their editing. Yes, that's what I'm thinking. Editing. So I need to look into it. So we were getting there. $100 budget. Yeah. So see, that's what we got to look at. What can we get? CapCut. That's what it is. T-Tub. That's what you're using, Sarah, is CapCut. I do have all the software, just no time. And that's the biggest thing is just the time. I got with somebody, it was a year ago. I paid them like $500 and never saw anything from it. My own fault. I haven't done anything with it. I haven't created any content. Remember, we had this time next year, our business completely changed. And then little did we know that, November, December, January, February, March, 4 short months later and $25,000 minimum later, that everything would be flipped upside down again. So we had some coming back from, we had that dark time, we had the light time, we had the dark time again, and it's just, that's how business cycle goes, right? And it's not always perfect. You're going to run into issues. Sometimes issues were staring you in the face the whole time. You chose to ignore them. And then what happens? It all goes to hell. So you can't always think things are going to get better. Sometimes you just have to bite the bullet and make the change. Other times things just happen. I don't know if anybody heard about this, but in 2020, we had a pandemic. Everything changed overnight. And literally it changed overnight for us. We left, we went to Mexico, and we came back and we're like, what is going on? Because of how quick everything happened. And within 11 days of us getting back, our state was shut down. So it was like, you're just getting back, it takes a week or two to get back from, a vacation and get in the groove of things, and to just have it gone, you're just like, what the hell? And so you really had to, how are we going to change our business? And for us, it was like, we really pushed on the sign supply things, signs, banners, decals, things like that, any of the social distancing stuff. That's what got us through and what helped us push it. It also gave us the time to learn more about DTF because we seen that upcoming and saw that our printed HT vinyl was going to die, and it has. We still have a couple customers that will order printed HTV for sublimated jerseys because we have the blocker stuff on the back of the HTV. So a pattern print, like the camo hex stuff, isn't going to come through, so they'll use it for that. But other than that, we were going through a couple rolls a week, and now we might go through, a roll every 3 months now. So we knew it was changing our business. We had to do that. You always have to be looking at stuff. And for us on content, that was the thing, is how can I get in front of more people? How can I talk about the things that we do? We've got on Tuesday with Todd, we have the social media marketing. That's what we're bringing Bob in to talk about on this month's edition of it. And we have to plan with our business. We have to know what we're doing. We have to have content calendars out there. We have to know, hey, how many times can we post for things? Being on the influencer side of Facebook, Facebook pays us to post. So when you just think that you have it, and it's like, okay, I can continue doing this way, and then they change things on it. I mean, I will be 1,000% transparent with you. When we first got accepted in the program, I'm going to go find it now. So when we first got accepted in the program, it was July. We weren't sure, we were testing out, not sure what we did. We made, $115. Okay, cool. We got a better idea of how to do stuff in August, 387. All right, now we're going the right way. We kept everything at that same pace. Our numbers went up for September. So we had more interactions. We had a larger reach. Every number was up across the board. And we only did $70 or $69. 69. That's all we did in September. Or I guess that was July to August, August to September, September to October. So just now ended it. So $69. Now it goes the 24th. Let's see, it goes the 24th, the 25th to the 24th. So it starts, and each cycle starts on the 24th. So with this one, it started on this one, we're at $17. I've talked to a couple other creators and been like, hey, how did your numbers rate? And they're like, they fell. They dropped like a rock. And they're like, and we don't know. Everything went up, but the payouts went less. So that's why you can't always count on things. We can't, if we could count on a consistent, revenue base of that of, 500. My goal for this was $300. Actually, 300 is where it started. Then I'm like, I need 400. Because I want to have $100 a week to go towards Facebook ads. So basically, they're paying me, and then I'm going to turn around and pay them, and it works out well. No ad spend out of our pocket. Same thing on the YouTube side of things. So the YouTube side of things, the only way that's going to grow is if we continually post things. Well, we haven't been, and that's why I wanted to see, not that I wanted to see, but how things are falling off. And some of our repurposed content wasn't performing the way that it once was. Some of the things, because we're using a third party to post things for it, we've noticed that when that third party posts things for us, those posts, boom, in the pooper. They're not getting the views that they would normally get. So it's trying to understand, is that something that we need to do, or do we just need to have something else set up for it? So there's a lot to it. And it is, the video editing part of it is one that already stresses me out because I don't know what I'm doing, and I know it's going to look like hell. And I'm now watching other creators, not so much for their content, but the style, how they're cutting in, how they're cutting out, what are they doing with it, what kind of information they're hitting, because you want to have the script out there. You want to know, here's my beginning, here's my middle, here's my end, here's my hook, here's the takeaways, here's everything I want to hit. So that way, when you're editing, you know that you're doing it. There's different things with it. I see other things where, I watched a video. I'm like, well, that's pretty cringy. And then I realized that they do the same thing every cringy video. And it's like the content's great, but just some of the things that they do, like, the way that their beginning is, or the way that their end is. And so it's like, okay, I don't want to be like that, but I know I need to be one way. And then the other thing is, there's countless faceless channels out there where everything is just all voiceover, and they never see your face at all. So you don't want to be seen on camera. You don't have to be seen on camera. You can show everything that way. So just trying to figure all of that out is tough. It is such a tough job out there. Let's see what I get here. Oh, Sarah put a riser on her laser last night and was thinking of trying out the rotary, but froze in my tracks when I saw what all goes into it. Need to watch videos and get in my own way. Excuse me. Yeah, mine's still sitting in the box. That'll be a this weekend project. After I'm done with those 3 stores, then I will fire that up. And we've got some fun stuff coming to be able to do it. I had to order. We ran out of. I'm going to say it, I'm so stupid because I completely missed a box to order, and it was our holographic vinyl, and our local warehouse doesn't have it. So now it has to come from PA, and I have to have the job out before we leave. So I'm stressing that should get here Tuesday, and then it just goes in the print. There's 4,000 decals that need to go. I thought I had a box of it. I didn't. What I did is when I had taken the old roll off and opened up the new one, I put it in the box, and I closed it, and I set it there, and I must have got busy, and I just assumed that the box, here's something in there. I just assumed that it was in there, and it wasn't. So good times for that. But I don't even know where I was going with that. Oh, when I had to order that, I'm like, well, I got free shipping. So I was like, oh, I can order this from this warehouse, and this from that warehouse, and that from a warehouse. So everything should start showing up, because they said we've got slates to test. We've got Sarah, did I show you what is that, in Creative, that you can create your own patterns to be able to test material? If not, let me know, and then I can walk you through that, because I'm sure you already know. I'm sure you figured that out. But there's stuff that I want to do. I think what's some stuff? Well, we got some pens, we got some pencils, we've got some slates, we've got some leatherette, we've got some keychains, we've got some tumblers. I don't know. There's just been a lot of stuff. Cutting boards. I say cutting boards. So we're gonna run through it and see what we can get. And best of all, it's content, right? I can just create a fun little content video and go from there. So looking forward to be able to do that. Yeah. When you figure out how to get out of your own way, would you share that with me, please? You just do it. That's what you got to do. Yes, that's Sarah. Yep, Sarah. Sarah is distinctive. That is correct. Yes. Alicia, good morning to you. Alicia, we're going to see you. That's next Friday. Will we see you next Friday? Will we? I have my riser coming Monday for my M1. Awesome. So on the M1, because that's the open carriage one, can you just put blocks underneath it, or do you need risers? How does that work for it? I have the M1. The riser seems like a lot, but it is actually not that bad once you get it all together. Biggest thing is remember that it was the direction is which direction it was going. So this is something that I've seen with people where they're like, hey, I have to mirror my image because of the way that everything is going on it. And then I read something else and I'm like, no, you just have your rotary set up wrong. Instead of it turning the one way, you have to turn it the other way, and then it's all set from there. Now the S1 to the M1, there's quite a bit of difference that goes into it, since it's a sealed unit that goes into there. And then I'll have the drop downs with it, because we got we got our conveyor with it too. So the conveyor is here, which now we can take up to 9 foot of material and run that through. And I have an idea in my head that I want to make for a project for myself. And so I think that might be, something to test out how that is. But there's you know this. We'll get through it just fine. Turn and how it holds the different shapes. And I want to see, the rotary. That makes more sense. That makes more sense. Yeah, because the rotary we got is the one that grips and expands, right? So it can hold something here, or it can hold it from the inside. So it'll be what's there. I want some leather keychains. Write some of your logo. As I test some stuff out, I'll send you some stuff. Send it on over to me. Section 7. I'll bring it to Long Beach, and that's just what we'll hand out. How's that sound? Who's going to get the Xtool screen print stuff? I will. I'm going to get it. Also, it'll be interesting to see now if I read everything correctly. It's going to be $200. I've pissed away $200 on dumber stuff. Actually, talking to see if maybe they'll just send me one. It never hurts to ask, and so I said, hey, I'd love to try this out. So if you're handing them out to beta users, here we go. This is right in our wheelhouse. So we'll see what we have and go from there. But what's it going to be set up? I want to know how long it's going to take to burn a screen, because that sounds ridiculously long, especially when you know how long it can take to laser something that's like then I don't need to know the screen size too. What can it fit in, not fit in. I need more about registration, because to me, one color is the seam where it's only going to be, but is there a way that it's going to have easy registration if you want multicolor? And then on the back end of it is, how are you curing these, right? Like, what do you need? Water base and just let it, air dry? What are they recommending for this? So I've got a lot of questions with it. And I think, maybe they're thinking more of print posters than that, but I don't know. It'll be nice to see. No, I won't be making it. We'll love to. Well, I'm done talking to you then. I'm done talking to you. And right, just did 50 leather keychains last night. Can't post until Monday. They're gifts for this weekend. That's this time of year, right? How many of you run into that, where it's this type of year where you can't post things, right? Because one, you have an NDA, so you can't show it off. Or two, they're gifts, so you have to wait till after what it is. So you're waiting until after Mother's Day. You're waiting till after Father's Day. You're waiting till after Christmas to do all this, which that's where, how do you generate more sales? Like, I really like this. I want to show it off. So that's what you're doing, is you're creating one for yourself. Okay. One of the things that we're going to do here, just as we try stuff out, is we want to make a couple door hangers. Corey's seen some really cute ones that she liked. And I said, well, hey, we've got it. Let's make them up and see. And there's other stuff that we want to do where I'm like, well, we have to customize it for ourselves because how else are anybody going to see it, right? They're not going to see it because we're here, right? You can't, I can't say, hey, we're doing this gift for, my parents or parents or whatever. If we post it, then they would see it. So we need to have other people, friends, family, or you just do it all yourself so that it's in there. Just just always, that's the thing. It's tough this time of year for that. Um, and Barb says, I have the riser and the tumbler accessories for the D1 Pro 10. I had to bake a stair step on the 3D printer. I did put together some Legos to keep it in place after someone suggested it. Very nice. Legos, man. The Legos, that class was the best. Mine has blocks, but the smell gets me, so I made a drape for it. But I really wanted it for the honeycomb. Gotcha. I know a lot of people have built enclosures for those, and it looks pretty legit from there. Haven't touched the conveyor yet. I don't know when I'll touch ours either. Brian said, for me, mirror when using the chuck, don't mirror when on the rollers. Okay, see, we're gonna figure this all out together. I was wondering if it would fit in my M1. Which part? The honeycomb? I can measure it and let you know. Rye? Yeah, I saw you. Thanks for there. Okay, we'll bring you back. We'll bring you back and we'll talk to you. Yeah, I dealt with NDA for years. See people talk about things and you can't say boo about it. Yeah, and there's we've got that, not a whole lot, but mostly in things when we're producing for other people. So like we're printing for you. Like, hey, don't show this, don't do anything. All right, cool, not a problem. Not until it's a finished product. Hey, that looks awesome, and we can share that. But yeah, it sucks when you do a lot of stuff for things and you just can't show it off. And then what really sucks is when you do stuff for people and then you see other people doing it that don't have the permission to do it, and you're like, I can't even post mine, and I have permission for it. We ran into that a couple times with John Deere stuff because they're heavy hitters when it comes to it. They are not screwing around, and you are not messing with their stuff. And we got a project from them to do, and yet we couldn't even show that off because of what it was, and then see other people. It just, it is what it is. Like, what do you do with that? You just smile and move on. So you try your best and keep going for it. Like, I wonder if I can touch this. Like, so Corey made cups. Oh yeah, I can't. I'm totally gonna ruin this. I'm not gonna ruin it though. I promise. I gotta find the button on it because on these ones, they're the quick release ones. Which, if you're looking for a tumbler turner, Dino's tumbler turners. But so one of the things is that we're going on this Disney trip, and I don't know nothing about Disney, right? I know nothing about Disney. And on Disney, apparently, there are things called fish extenders that you can get in these groups, and you get to give out presents. I don't know. But Corey decided that she was making everybody cups, and that's what all of this is she's making cups for the people. So she's like, which one do you want? And she did fabric. So here's mine. So look at that bad boy. Ooh, I'm super excited. I'm super excited for that one. I love the colors with it. I love how that all goes out there. But that's what she's doing. So we've got 23 cups, right? That sounds right. 23 of them are somewhere around there. I don't know. I got to find the thing, whatever it is. But that's what she's rocking with it and doing that. Now, not for sale. Bought the fabric, put it on there, put the names on it. Technically, when you buy the fabric, you buy the fabric to make something. We bought the fabric, we made it. We're not, selling it. They're giving them as gifts. So are we in good standing? We should be. We're not selling anything. We're not recreating anything. We're just putting out, we're not taking a product, modifying it, selling it. There's a lot with that. And that's the thing where, hey, how do we do with that? What do we do? We'll show them off, but then people think that we're able to do it, right? We can take pictures and show that off, but I need a Disney cup. Well, it doesn't work. Well, we did it here, so it's definitely no, the screen print stuff. What did I miss? Mine has blocks and the smells. Maybe drop screen print stuff. What screen print? Oh, yes, screen print for the M1. Got it now. Did I ever tell everyone here the 613 refunded? Okay, yep. Because last week, remember, Tim ordered 613 transfers last Friday. They should have been delivered on Saturday, and they were not delivered on Saturday. They didn't show up till Monday. So they ended up refunding them shipping on it. Awesome. How was that? How much are your suitcase going to weigh? here's the smart one. Everything that we're taking with us, we're actually shipping. So we're going to ship it down to TRW, and we're going to pick it up from there. So all the suitcases, and that's the great thing is that we're able to do that. So a lot of stuff is going to get shipped. It shouldn't be too bad, but we've got full, we can take 4 suitcases. I don't know. That's not my department. My department isn't that. My department is getting everything done before then. So it's hard to say, but I don't know, 23 cups going there. So, but those will ship out, and I think they'll ship out on Monday. So that way it will ship a 2-day shipping. So that way they're there on Wednesday or Thursday. And that way we'll get them. So it'll be an interesting thing. Yes, it does pay to have friends where you're going on vacation. And that was the thing is, that's when I was like, okay, who's in Florida? Because if this doesn't work, I'm like, I know I got a handful of friends that are around in the Florida area that I'm like, hey, can I send you a box and come through and pick it up? Because since we're flying into Orlando and then we're driving over to Tampa, okay, who's north and south? I've got friends in Jacksonville. I've got friends in Miami. I've got friends around Orlando and Tampa. Like, hey, can I just ship this to you and then come pick it up? So that's what we're doing is this stuff's getting shipped, and then we're going to get there for it. But it's going to be fun. Like I said, I really like how that one turned out. I love the colors on it. It was like, ooh, I want like this rust color, and I'm down with that. So we'll show that off, and that'll be good there. Other stuff, they said next week we've got the training on Tuesday for social media marketing. That'll be on Tuesday. We will have morning mindset Monday, Wednesday. Friday, I think Friday I go 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. That's 9:30 that time. But with the TRW Takeover happening from starting at 10, I don't know about the Friday one. It might go a little earlier. So it might go, instead of 8:30, it might be 7:30. So that way it gives us an hour before there. I'll figure that one out there. And then that'll be at the following week. We won't have 3 because morning mindset on Monday will be maybe on that Monday. We might do that one on that Monday because I don't think we get on the boat until like 1. So as we cross the state, maybe we'll play that out. But you'll see us pushing for our sales that we're running. See us pushing for our links because even on that, when we go through like stuff that we, for our affiliate links, the X-Tool links, we're going to post those. The Equid links, we're going to post those. The design bundle links, we'll post those. The Creative Fabrica links, we'll post those. What other links are in there? The Reggie Noms, we'll post those. So we've got to get all of that stuff postings to make sure that it's on there for it. And I think that's it. Yeah, unless you guys have anything else. What do you guys want to talk about? What do you have on here? Any questions, comments, concerns? How is your November looking to shape up? Ours is, I don't know. We've got a couple. They say we've got 3 new stores that are, and now there's a 4th one, but that one will be later on next week or the week after. But we got 3 new stores that are opening up, so those should provide, provide a decent sum. We're also doing some more things on the Christmasifying your logos. We've got a good interest on that of people that say, "Hey, are you able to do it for mine?" Yeah, whether we're doing just the digital artwork for you, whether we're just doing transfers for you, or doing the full thing. So just by posting the screen caps of that, no mock-ups, no nothing, we generated some interest. So we're hoping that will turn into more things to be able to do and get people, to purchase for it. And it's always be creative, right? ABC, always be creating. It's what I should do. ABC, always be creating, because we've all got phones in our hands. We can all take pictures of stuff as it's going. We just need to get better at posting that content. So that's what we're doing. Right. That's what I'm saying, Chuck. And so that's why I'm saying that 8:30 my time was 9:30 your time, and that's at 10 to 2. So that's why, that would kick it there. So it might have to go an hour earlier on Friday or later, but morning mindset in the afternoon. I don't know how that works out. Or it could just be a quick walkthrough on that, why we're, getting things set up. I'm sure we're going to be there early. Another bad creation. Yeah. I'm trying to remember how the rest of it, ABC, East Coast Family, Motown Philly, back again. I sung yesterday, and I got hell for it last night at dinner. That said I was singing. And then somebody had to make which one of you? Renee? How much caffeine did I have yesterday? I did not have, I had 1 Celsius yesterday. So I don't even know how to read how much caffeine is in a Celsius. Caffeine. doesn't contain any juice. I don't know where my eyes are. 200 milligrams of caffeine. So that's all I had because I drank like 3 waters yesterday and 1 Arctic Vibe. So I didn't even have that much. I was just rolling through. It was trying to get things working. We had some issues with things not working and wanting to go through, and it scared me that we're not trying to do it. And when stuff's working, I try and pound through it for it. At least, so that's the biggest thing for me. All this content parts, but don't put it together and post. Yeah, I've got a boatload of things that I have not posted, or things that I, spent hours recording because I haven't figured out the whole backside of how do I edit this down? What do I do with this? Rye is supposed to do a video on a behind the scenes of how he does all of his content creation, so I can steal his ideas. I mean, so I can borrow them and give them 1,000% credit for it, because I'm just trying to figure out how the hell do I do it from here. Even on, camera recording, what do I need to get? What am I going to get for it? How do I make it from here? But on the post wise, I mean, I can take a picture and I can schedule that to post. Like, I'm looking at my posting calendar here, and right now I have consistent posts through next Tuesday set up. Now I'll spend this weekend and I'm going to get that through Thanksgiving. So I'm going to get everything out there. Then I can still add stuff to it. Here's the different stuff. Like, we dropped the transfer bundles yesterday. So there was 3 bundles that we dropped yesterday. There's at least 10 images in each one. I can take a picture of each image, post that every day, and there's 30 pieces of content. So that gets me through the rest of the month just on that part of here's things that we offer. I also need to get into, when the laser's going, showing that off. The printer, I got so many questions where it's like, it generated views, but that's it. They can only show it going back. They can't show a full project with it. Even cutting vinyl and doing that, I can show more of the project. But on the transfer side of it, it's just printing, because we're not doing anything else with it. The most of our printing goes out the door. It doesn't stay in-house. So I could show when we're pressing shirts and things like that. I just forget to set up cameras for it. So for us, that's where it's how to do that back end stuff. So filming the short videos and throwing it on Shorts, throwing it on TikTok, throwing it on Instagram, pictures, things like that, it makes it way easier. But doing the rest of it can just giant be a pain. Motown Philly back again. Yeah, 30 years ago. That makes you feel old real quick. But no sugar. Is that what that's supposed to be? No, sir. I don't know what that even means. Working on it. So we might have it before the end of the year. Got it. Donald, you have SIDS that you can help with content? Do you have videos that can help with content? So we have a $100 million group. You can find it on Facebook, which we're going to turn into our marketing group. You also can find it on our Facebook business group, where, we go over all things business. But the $100 million group, we're really going to focus on the marketing side of it. So we're going to put those in there. Like, I know I said it yesterday, and yesterday, like I said, got away from us. And so now that's where Friday's like my makeup day. So this afternoon, I'll make sure to get things in there. We're now in November, so we're going to start posting things for January in there to get that content driven. And then we're always going to be, so October, or November, December, January. So 2 months before on that, probably close to 3 months. But post. Here's ideas, here things to use. We do that for a year, then we all have a year content calendar. But here's the things to go back for it. So that's what we're looking for. Yes, sugar has no fat sugar. Does it say no sugar? Sugar free? Where does it say? A naturally flavored, other natural flavors, sparkling edition. I don't see any sugar. I don't see where it says sugar free, but I don't see where it says there's no sugar in it. God, man. Boca Raton. Maybe I should go there. I don't think there's any sugar in it. There's got to be no sugar in it, right? No sugar. 0 sugar. Boom. And it's gluten-free. 0 sugar is gluten-free. And it's kosher. There you go. So I can tear that bad boy up all I want. And it's only 10 calories. So now I'm eating and drinking healthy by that. All right. So I've got a 10 o'clock that I got to go get ready for. And I got 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. I will be back in here eventually. $100 million group. I'll get that stuff posted in there. The rest of our links of everything, look for those and share away. Like, you guys help support the channel, help support us. All those likes, comments, shares, those really help. So continually do those for us. We really appreciate that. And if there's, questions that you have, content you want to see, let us know in the comments. Let us know what you guys want to see more of. That's right. You're the dental pro. So see, there's no sugar. So there's no sugar and there's not much caffeine. What was it? The carbonation? What are you going to tell me next? I can't drink. I should just drink water? Whatever. What is Celsius? It's an energy drink. I thought it was something like White Claw. No, it's an energy drink. You need to give it a try. Celsius. This is the Arctic Blast. My next one that is going to be is the Sparkling Fruit Pineapple Edition. So yeah, they're just energy drinks. Look, there, you can see it back. There's no sugar. It's gluten-free. It's kosher. There's no high fructose corn syrup or aspartame or artificial colors. Essential vitamins. And here you can see 10 calories. And right there, it's like 200 milligrams of caffeine. So yeah, go ahead for it. Yes, don't forget to sign up. Sign up for the TRW Takeover. Don't forget to sign up or get in there and get your nominations in there for the Reggies. Like, hey, you don't have to nominate me. There's a lot of amazing people on this right here live that you can go nominate. So go nominate one of them. I just want to hear everybody's name called. Get tired of seeing, some of these big companies win when a lot of those big companies are made by small competitors like us. So get out there, get after it. You guys, I'm telling you, it even has vitamins. Yes, it even has vitamins. We need to get you sponsored by them. Right? Call up Celsius and tell them to send me a couple cases, and I'll do that. Sponsorships, that's what I need to work on. Like I said, we got a couple deals in place. Most of it's all through affiliate links. And one of the things they said is you need to build your following more. You have it here. We'd like to see at least 5,000 across all platforms. So it means I need to get YouTube up to 5,000. I need to get Instagram up to 5,000. I need to do that. And then they're like, yeah, okay, then we can talk and see it. So that's next year. I need to get into that. So we'll start setting goals for all of that stuff coming up soon and get it in there. But for now, we've got to get stuff done for this. So you guys have an amazing day. We'll be back here Monday for Morning Mindset. Tuesday is going to be marketing. Wednesday, Morning Mindset. And then we don't know about Thursday, Friday, TRW Takeover. So busy week next week too. You guys, great weekend. Get out, get stuff done. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. Peace, love, press on. We will see you guys next time.